Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Shotlet Family Firewood. Today, we have a few hours and we have a job, cut a couple trees down. My dad's been working, we're in one of his fields that he rents, and there's this island of trees in the middle of it, kind of, and he wants that island cleaned up completely. So he's been up here cutting, but he wanted my big saw to be able to cut down these couple of walnut trees. And we'll take a look at these trees when we get them down. Maybe we'll chunk a couple of them up and see if we can get them to a sawmill. Otherwise, I'm just going to work on cleaning up some of the fence line. If you go back about a year ago, this is the same farm that I used my tree shear on. And we've got a lot more to do, and I'd like to get my tree shear up here, but the weather's just not going to cooperate today, and I only got a couple hours and thought I'd come play with some chainsaws. So I'm going to get geared up here and we're going to get to work. I will give you the lay of the land here. So you can see down far, this is a 20 or 25 acre soybean field. It was last year. It'll be corn this year on a rotation. There's this little finger of an island that sticks out here, and some pretty thick fence rows all the way around this field. But this island is what Dad wanted to clear out. He may bring a skid loader up here in a little bit to move some of these logs out of the way, but you can see what he's got cut down already. But these two walnut trees here got to go, and then we'll probably head off over to one edge of the field and start hacking away and see if we can get some good firewood logs out of here. Just cut down, and we'll bring the trailer up when the weather is right, and skid loader, and we'll load them all up and haul them home. But we're gonna get to work. Well, she's on the ground, and we got a real good section of straight. So we're going to trim her up. All right, so we got this all brushed up. There's a couple of firewood logs in there, nothing major. And I was going to measure. That is a pretty straight walnut trunk. I was going to give that a measure, see how long that is. 25 feet. Maxed out my tape measure. So 25 feet. We can't haul that in my trailer. We know that. My trailer's 14, so I'd have to cut it into basically a 13.6 and a 11.6, something like that. So, but now right now I'm going to leave it sitting just like that. It's got log underneath it here. It's on the stump there. We're going to leave it there until I talk to somebody that runs a sawmill. You got a not too far away from my house. There are some guys about my age that have a Woodland Mills, I believe, and I'll see what length they can handle, or if they want it, if they have interest in it, and we'll let them have it, or otherwise we'll have to chunk it up and get it in my trailer. All right, so looks like we got 2 more to take down, so we're gonna go down and take a look at that. And then I was gonna bring the green truck up this morning, and I took all the saws out and my chaps and everything, and I forgot my gas and oil. So I'm waiting on my dad to get here for some gas and oil before I can get the big saw out to take the big tree down. All right, well, I think my dad is bringing a skid loader, I believe, so we can push this brush out away from this tree. But this is going to fall this way. We'll cut it right down close to the ground. The main trunk is fairly straight, but the rest of that will be firewood, I'm sure. So, then I think what we'll do is we'll just walk over to this fence line in the back here. And the nice part about these trees around the field is they'll all pretty much grow toward the opening, toward the field opening. So they're got a pretty good lean to them, the way we want them to go already. So, you know, look like oaks in here, this part anyway. Some more walnut, box elder, but you know, most of these can be cut down and they'll fall right out toward the field. So, you know, like that size there, that would be perfect for my tree shear. Cut it at the ground, lay it down, brush it out with a saw, load it up in the trailer. You know, good stuff. So, my dad's rented this farm for as long as I've been alive, pretty much. And, you know, there used to be a driving path through there for tractors and wagons and stuff. Not through there anymore. But someday we'll get that cleaned up. But you can see these fence lines, just how much field you lose. Now we're in the field, oh, about 6 rows probably, and these trees grow out and overhang, and so it's a never-ending project to keep these fence lines cut back to where you can farm the whole field. So that's what we're working on, you know. That was the problem with that island. It started out as a pretty small little finger of rocky ground that wasn't farmable, but as it grew up, it just got bigger and bigger because you can't get underneath everything. So, you know, that's why we're cleaning these up. So we pay here, my dad pays rent on the land, pays the same rent, might as well be farming all the whole field. So, you know, there's a big old cherry tree in the middle there, but that one's not bothering us, so we won't be getting that one. But, you know, look, we're on the last row that Dad planted last year, and that's probably, what, 30 feet away. But as it grows up, even that one is over the field. So, you know, that one's high enough that it's not a problem for equipment, but it does block the sun. So, and look, that one grew literally like straight out. Look at that, straight out. So, several of them along there just like that. They want that sun, and they'll get it. There's a dead standing cherry in there, it looks like. But I got more than enough firewood. It's just a matter of getting it cut and getting it home. But yeah, you can really see that one, just how sideways. They grow just sideways. So, all right, we'll do some more cutting here when I get some gas and oil. right, guys, let's brush this thing out. We use the Neotech NH872, which is a clone of the Husqvarna 372, to cut that down, and we're going to use it now to brush this out. All right, everybody. We had to cut it short yesterday. Cutting those trees down. I was running out of time. Had a few more I wanted to take care of, but
want to close out this video by showing I actually got a delivery. This is a pretty big box elder tree and some big, this is a real good maple section. There's a real big, not so good maple section. Just massive to deal with, but that can be boiler wood. But yeah, anyway, so 2 loads from the village, not the village that I live near, but 2 villages away. 2 loads from them today. So, you know, good way to close out my YouTube week. But the snow is melting. It's like 45, 46 degrees out here. It's just beautiful. I've got totes on the trailer to deliver tomorrow night. We're working on the new firewood stand over there. As you can see, I was going to put in this video what we were doing there, but turns out the video is too long, so you guys are going to have to wait. But that new firewood stand is going to be something different. But spring is hopefully here to stay in southern Wisconsin. So I appreciate you watching. I truly appreciate you watching and subscribing. We're getting to where I can smell the 1,000 subscribers now. So that's pretty cool. But we're gonna be in the spring mud here for a little bit. We don't have a ton of moisture, so hopefully in a week or 2 it'll dry up and we'll be working on our boiler wood for next winter here pretty quick. So anyway, again, like I said, thanks for watching. We will see you on the next one.